Hello, 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 friends. Hopefully that is us live streaming. And today we will finally do the second kit of the two kits that I bought from Aldi's. This is the needle felted fox kit. So if you're going to join along and felt along with me, please let me know in the comments. I know a few of you were talking about it. And if you want to join in from the kit, it just looks like you're going to need white wool, foxy red colour wool, black wool, and your felting needles. And yeah, not a styrofoam ball. Definitely not going to need one of those. Yeah, but we'll start on that in a minute. I just want to say hello to everybody. If hopefully we're live, I'm just going to check all the settings look like they're working. Again, we're on Hangouts on Air for anyone who does internet YouTube things. Yep, it looks like we are actually live. Awesome. So how has everybody's week been? I hope you've all had a really excellent time. This week just super busy is about all I can say. I'm just still trying to catch up on all the orders. When I say trying to catch up, it's going to be like a month and a half before I can catch up on everyone. But just while we're waiting, I'll show you my dogs that I've got at the side. I can't remember if he was here last week. This little guy. Oh, I'm opening the wrong windows now so I can see what I'm doing. This little guy. I've had a few Jack Russells. I've had a lot of Chinese crested dogs, but they're all at their homes now. So a little Jack Russell-y type thing. And then what else? I just sent a load shipping, so there's not many left today. But these two are going as a family, so they've been looking at me all last night. I'm kind of super happy with them. A little miniature schnauzer, and I'm not sure. I think this is a Shih Tzu type dog. I'm probably just demonetized for saying shit. Shih Tzu type dog. I'm terrible at dog breeds. I also seem to be having lipstick problems. Awesome. Looking good. Right, who have we got in the chat already? I know there's a few guys before we started. So we have Eileen, hello, and the lovely Magdalena. Isel, happy Sunday, good to see you. Wendy, hi from Nevada. Hello, hello from Scotland. Sandra, good to see you. Wendy has the stuff and is making corned beef and cabbage for St. Patrick's Day. Oh, is it St. Patrick's Day? Yeah, I don't tend to do this kind of things. So, but yeah, enjoy. Corned beef and cabbage. Okay. And I'm not on coffee today. I'm trying to cut down on coffee. So my hyperness is due to lack of coffee instead of too much coffee. And Magdalena loves schnauzers. Me too, absolutely. I think the book's over there somewhere. But the reason I got into needle felting in the first place was the Felt Dog, a needle felting book, and it just had a tiny image of a felt schnauzer on it, and that was what drew me in the first place. I was just like, that is so cute. And so after the little Ben I made, the first dog that wasn't a Ben was a schnauzer. So yeah, so schnauzers have featured big. I've made tons of them, but it's not actually very often I've had them as a custom request. So oh, she picked up little extra bits of fluff. But yes, this little dainty lady. I think it's a lady. I didn't ask if it's a girl. I think it's a girl. But yeah, super cute. I love the wee dogs. There's a few schnauzers live in my street, and I've worked with a few schnauzers, so I know them quite well. Adrienne, hello everyone from the UK. Hello. I am also UK. Christina, can I talk about SEO tips? This is a needle felting video, but before you bail, while I'm felting, I can talk about anything you want me to. So ask away anything you want to know. If there's anything specific, I can try and cover that. And there's also awesome people in the chat that have better ideas than me anyway. Okay, so let's got Ben is sitting right next to me, so I can't put my mouse down there where I normally would. Let's pop the mouse over here. Let's have a look at this kit. For everyone who wasn't with me before when I did this, Aldi in the UK actually get in lots of different. Oh, my heating's making some rude noises. Aldi in the UK isn't just a food shop. They get in lots of different things, and they sort of buy them in bulk, and they just appear whatever's there suddenly goes into the shop. I think it's a Tuesday and a Thursday they get their special deliveries. A load of stuff go into the centre of the shop. It's cheap prices, and when it's gone, it's gone. And they got in these needle felting kits that are £2.99. We did the cat a couple of weeks ago. I think he's still down here actually. I need to tidy up a bit more. Did the cat. He's looking quite fuzzy now because I've not bothered with him much yet. Did the cat a couple of weeks ago, and this is the fox. There is also, what other, they have flamingo, panda and llama, but I only got the fox and the cat because they're things that I get asked to felt the most. So, well, you can say I'm expecting my reaction to this kit to be similar to the cat kit. I'm expecting it to be similar, but we'll give it a go. The Speeding Turtle, hello from Canada. Hello, the Speeding Turtle. That's a great name. That made me smile. Right. So it tells us we've got some pictures of the back of making the fox a bit. Now, if I remember correctly from the cat kit, these are about the only pictures you have. It's written descriptions apart from that, so we'll see. But they look very cute. And it looks on the picture that it's just going to be a head, a body, and a tail. There's no legs on this, so I'm not expecting us to have pipe cleaners. But, oh, actually it tells it. Oh, no, might have, yes, for the tail. So contents: assorted wool roving, 2 felting needles, a felting mat, polystyrene balls, Chanel stems and instructions. Okay, so has anyone bought this kit, by the way? What did you think of it if you bought it? Or I know a few people had the flamingo and I've seen the panda. I don't think I've seen the llama kit. The reason I didn't buy the llama kit was, I can't remember if I told you this, guys. I am planning, I was thinking of making a alpaca kit myself. Now, the idea for this kit, and when I was visiting my mum for New Year, I'm just peeling the label off, that's what the funny noise is. When I was visiting my mum at Christmas, they've got a farm not far away from them, and they have 3 alpaca on it. 3 elderly gentlemen alpaca, which is unusual. They're quite nice and friendly and sweet and everything. And they were looking to sell the fleece. Now, old man alpaca is not the same as baby alpaca, but I thought, oh, it'd be kind of cool to make an alpaca, to make one of these old men alpaca based on the alpaca that I met out of the fleece of the alpaca. So I was working on some kind of a kit, and I might have a kit one day ready, but it will be super limited edition because it's just me carding out the fleece that came from these alpaca. So there'll be a total, you'll get the full story, you'll get to see the actual alpaca that it came from. I'm trying to remember their names. I have to go on the website. They had such cool names as well. So this is an idea. So anyway, that's why I didn't get the llama, because the llama's similar to an alpaca. I've gone off on a tangent already. Lily's in. Hello there, Lily. Had some tech trouble. Oh dear. Yeah. Well, just as long as it's not me having the tech troubles today, I'm happy. Sandra has to go. Well, good to see you. Anyway, good for you to drop in a bit. Anyway, right. Let's get into this. I've distracted myself for 10 minutes already, and I'm sure. Oh, trying to open without ripping. I'm sure this will still be good. The cat kit was good, so let's see what we have in here. We have the tiny little foam felting block, and I really have to keep these because the other day I was making things and I was thinking it would be nice. I was making a cat's head and I was just thinking it would be nice to be able to put this in behind the ears and really work the ears better. So I think this little foam pad will actually come in handy. Does Mia want the little foam pad? Come on up then, Mia. Mia's here. Mia wants to stream for a minute. So this is going to make it much harder. Yeah, this is going to make it hard for me to go through the kit with a dog sniffing at me. There we go. Say hello to your fans, Mia. Say hello to your fans. So that Mia, the streaming dog. Hi, I know. So we have the foam pad. Do we like the foam pad? No, no, she doesn't like the foam pad. What else do we have? We have Yeah, I know. If you had hands, you could help. We have our instructions, which, yeah, like I said, there's no pictures on them, but some two pages. Looks good. Top tips. I like the little bit here. Top tips. So separate the white wool into two before we begin. That makes we won't run out for the second fox. Now, I just had a thought about this the other night. When we did the cat, and I said there was a lot of the other colours. Sorry, Mia. There was a lot of the other colours, but there wasn't enough white. And then I thought about it when it said you could use the polystyrene. I'm making her ear twitch when I'm talking. You could use the polystyrene balls, or you could use white. And I thought, well, they don't give us enough. So what they're doing is they don't give us enough white to make two if you don't use the polystyrene balls. So that's my thinking there. Mia bombed. You're right, Lily. Yeah, Mia's cute. Oh, she knows it. Yes, she knows it. She's also cheeky. Yeah, but speak to your fans while I'm reading this. Mum saying, "My poor girl." Hi, Mia. Look. There's your granny. She's on chat. Yeah, Mia can't read. Sorry, I never taught her that. Be careful when using the needle. It's incredibly sharp, so keep the fingers out of the way. Good top tip. I should follow that sometimes. Avoid being too forceful as the needle can break. Work quickly and carefully. I don't know about telling you to work quickly. You don't. Speed kills. Inserting the needle just enough for the barbed sections to catch the fibres. Yep, the more you felt, the harder the wool will become. Experiment with different textures, leaving some sections a bit looser. Okay, so there's that's their top tips. We'll get into the rest of it, and it tells you, the first part, as well as top tips at the bottom. The front of this is really telling us what's in the kit. So yeah, let's see how it explains things. Hello, Mia. We've been very cuddly. Your kit includes roving wool. The unspun wool has its fibres brushed together in the same direction, giving it a slightly fuzzy texture. So, okay, it's tops. Fibres grab each other and mat together as you felt. You're making this awkward for me, Mia. Felting needle. So it doesn't tell you what kind of wool it is. Felting needles. These special needles have barbs up the shaft which catch the wool fibres and tangle them together. We've included 2 all-purpose needles in your kit that will see you through from start to finish. All-purpose. I'm betting they're 36 needles. I'm pretty sure that's what I said last time. They did seem fairly stabby, which I don't. All-purpose is a strong word because it depends on the fibre, but when you're working on small size, I know drama, Mia. When you're working on small size, I would go with a 38, but that's my preference. Felting mat. Use the mat to protect your work surface and prevent the needles from breaking. Remember to work to turn the project as you work to felt evenly on all sides. So yeah, fair enough. We all know what I think of felting mats, but I will use it for some things. Polystyrene base. Totally hate polystyrene bases. Felting onto polystyrene can make it easier to achieve the shape you want fast. Well, if you wrap wool round a ball, you'll get a ball shape, but it doesn't hold together. Be very careful, as too much stabbing can cause polystyrene to fall apart. Yeah, and it sets my teeth on edge with a crunchy sound. Magdalena, oh darling Mia, do miss seeing her. Yeah, the both of them are always here. Ben's sitting right, but in fact you can see a tiny bit. That's Ben. That's Ben right there. She looks so content. Yeah, she does like a cuddle, but you have to keep patting her. I don't know if she'll do this on camera, but usually if you pat her for a bit and she likes the attention, and then if you stop. No, she's not going to do it, but usually she'll paw you again to get more attention, or she'll even do. I'm going to call it a growl, but it's more a kind of grumble if she's enjoying her attention. I think it's because I'm talking as well, and she's proper confused as to what I'm talking about. But she'll give a little kind of muttly, why did you stop petting me? I like being petted. Yeah, she's quite a demanding young lady. She's going to be 11 soon, so she's not quite a young lady. You're getting on a bit, sweetheart. And then chenille stems. These are great for adding shape and movement to the project. Trim to size, bend into position, wrap in wool and felt away. They can be attached directly into polystyrene or added to your shape with glue. Okay, I'm confused because I was thinking that the chenille stems were going to be used for the tail and the polystyrene bowl for the head. Oh, she's going to lie down, so you can't see her now, but she's just here. If we lift, there's the nose. Magdalena, yes, indeed, I am so lucky to have Mia. Yes, she was a surprise addition to the family, but yes. Love the little crazy lady. Yes, she's going to be curled up here and make my felting awkward. So, felting round a dog while trying not to stab her in the face. Yeah, so I thought the tail, I thought the chenille was going to be in the tail and the head is the polystyrene ball. So I'm not entirely sure how we're supposed to stick the chenille in directly into the polystyrene, but whatever. You may also need scissors, it's saying. Right, okay, so that's the instructions. We haven't got through, we haven't seen everything in here yet. What else have we got? As expected, we have the wool for the £3, quite a generous selection of wool again. And it says to split the white into two, but as we know, I'm not going to use the polystyrene ball, so we're going to need slightly more. But this, I'm trying to remember what the white was like before, but this looks like a very fine, fluffy white. It's quite soft, which is not the best for stabbing. And then there's a load of black. Oh, we do need a little bit for the ears. For the ears, the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. And then we have a brown fox and a red fox. So I'll ask you guys. Now this looks better on camera actually than it is. It's quite an orange, a reddy orange color. It looks more kind of foxy. My camera's picking it up terribly, but it's a very day glow orange color. But whatever, it's for fun. I'll just compare. I've got one of the kind of foxy colors that I use. Now this is quite a red. I don't know why my camera's scratching his foot on camera. I don't know why my camera's picking that up much more brown, but you can see this is a fox color. This is a bright screaming orange color, but it's fun. Right. Oh, here we go. So, do I want to make an orange fox or a brown fox? You guys let me know in the comments. I'm just going to drop off the bag because it will rattle. But yep, so we've got 4 colors. Fairly generous, I'm going to say. That's pretty good, like I said before. The white seems the fluffiest. The rest is just a nice fibre. It doesn't feel like merino. It smells plasticky from the bag. That'll be why. Yeah, it smells a bit plasticky, but otherwise it's cool. Lily's going for a ginger fox. It is bright orange, but bright orange. I'll see if any more results come in, but we're probably going for the ginger fox. Right, there should be more in here. There is. I was surprised Mia didn't chase them. Yeah, 2 polystyrene balls. Not gonna try. I thought about asking you guys if you wanted me to do the ginger balls, but the polystyrene balls. But no, we know it doesn't work. We know it's horrible. So I would have to send a dog to fetch them anyway. And then the glittery chenille. I'm not sure why they've got this as our pipe cleaner, but hey, it's not seen in the final piece, but it's kind of fun to find that in there. And our felting needles. Oh, Ben, you having a wee pant there? Yep. Are you a bit warm because you're leaning right up against me? So yeah, we've got Wendy says orange fox. Magdalena's gone ginger as well. Rosani, hello there. And we'll be lurking in and out for some morning inspiration. May the fleece be with you. Awesome. I might have to steal that one, Rosani. That's awesome. Lily, yay, sparkles. Yeah, it's nice to go over and above adding some sparkles to a kit where they don't need to be. Right, needle. Yeah, this is definitely definitely not wanting to come out of the bag, but I can definitely see the barbs on that. Is that camera going to show up? Yeah, you can even kind of pick that up on camera. The barbs are very visible, so it's a 36 needle at best. We can put it into the thing. Yes, Mia, that's. See, you can just see her ear. This is her level of being on camera. Right, okay, so we're going for a ginger fox. Definitely. So I'm going to need the ginger. I'm going to need the white and the black and the Chanel sparkle stem. Right, let's see what it tells us. And if anyone else is joining in, yeah, I'll try and be sensible about it. Okay, how to. We're on page 2 of this. You'll need a lot less wool than you might think. Yeah, I don't know. They're wanting us to make quite small things. Pull gently from one end to separate a small amount. Yep, good. Never cut the wool as sheared edges won't integrate. That's reasonable advice. Yep. Break the project down by focusing on creating each part separately, then joining them together afterwards. Fair enough. Use the photos as guidance as you work. Yep, like that. Step 1, take a polystyrene ball and wrap it in orange wool roving. Stab gently all over until the wool is attached. You can continue adding thin layers of wool on top. Yeah, we're not using the polystyrene. Tip, if you prefer, you can omit the polystyrene shape. Instead, fold a piece of wool on itself to hide the ends and wrap another piece around in the opposite direction. Begin to felt and turn into a ball. Right, okay, so this one, I'm so uncomfortable. So this one, the head's going to be ginger instead of white. So there's lots of ginger. So I can make the ball out of ginger, that's fine. So I'm going to try and do it the way they say. So separate a couple of bits of fibre, that's fine. Fold the ends in on each other, kind of, and then add another piece the other way round, which kind of does the job. And that's sort of, I'm trying to see where I dropped the poly. I should have kept the polystyrene balls. Yeah. Okay, that's about the size, a ginger square. And we're just going to felt. And yeah, the needle's pretty nice. Can we hear? It's actually working quite well with the fibre. I think I said the same thing with the cat, but that was like 3 weeks ago, and so much drama trying to use the internet. And 3 weeks is a lifetime ago. So much has happened in 3 weeks. So anyway, who was asking for SEO? If you've got any selling online questions you want, any felting questions, any kind of questions, just give us a yell just now, something to pass the time while we're felting. But I'm happy to take any questions there. I'm trying to think. There's been some awesome questions in the chat of the videos, but I've not taken a note of them. But I have to go through them and get some answers. Kathleen, hello there. How are you doing? So is anyone actually felting along today? I can't remember. Which means you'll be quiet. Which means you'll be quiet because you're felting, because you can't type and felt. But this original ball is coming together really quite quickly. That's holding itself together. I mean, I want to go further and get it smooth, but we're on time constraints because we don't want to be here all day. So I think that's not bad. It's felting pretty nicely, but I'm going to start getting annoyed when I'm trying to do fine details with this. But the wool and the needle just now are working perfectly and haven't annoyed me yet. So stage 1, we have made a bowl that is orange. Good start. Okay, step 1 done. There's 10 parts to this, so we'll see how we get there. Okay, begin to shape the head, adding more to create a long nose. Felt well along the nose to create sunken eyes and prominent cheeks. Okay, that's going to look at the picture. Okay, I think I kind of get what they're saying. Lily's attempting to felt along. Because I want to try and do it the way they're telling us to do it. And it looks like felting out the way and sort of divots in at the side and making the sides fatter. I'm not sure what I'm saying there. And my voice isn't working. Okay. Yeah, a picture here would have been so helpful of what they actually mean, but adding more to create a long nose. Okay, well, I wouldn't add a long nose just by doing that, but I'll vaguely just add a bit of fluff and make a long nose. Okay. If that makes more sense to anybody else, let me know. But I want to try and follow the kit rather than me try and make a fox how I would make a fox, if that makes sense, because I know how I would make a fox. I've made loads of foxes, but I want to make their fox. I think that's the problem with a lot of kits. It's really hard. You want to be really told exactly how to do it, like how Serafina does a tutorial. I think we're spoilt with her. She does a tutorial telling you exactly how to make something, and that's not really how I felt. So I just do make something foxy. So getting a tutorial that is more along how I would felt something is kind of difficult because it's not giving the instructions how to make it their way. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, so I've made a kind of nose and I'm going to felt in sunken eyes. So, right, I'll show you guys when I've got this started rather than try and explain it. So you can hopefully kind of see, oh, the camera's picking this up terrible. We've got the nose and then I'm felting in sort of at the end of the nose into the head to make sunken eyes. I don't even know if I'm making sense, but hopefully that will show up better. It looks more like a kind of squirrel just now. Well, they did say fat cheeks. So the cheeks are puffing out a bit. And yeah, I'm not sure. Kathleen, you're most welcome. I'm glad I can help. I'm not entirely sure I'm helping anybody today, but I'm trying to make a fox, and it looks like he's going to have a little kind of cute little nose. But that's kind of what the shape is happening. It's picking up terribly on camera, but I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. But it says sunken eyes and fat cheeks and a long nose. So that's what we're aiming for. And I'm glad I didn't go, right, I'm confused. If this is with the polystyrene bowl, I'm not sure how you would do the sunken eyes with the bowl in the middle, because I'm doing the sunken eyes by felting into where the eyes are, but it says not to stab a polystyrene bowl too much. I'm confused. I'm glad in so many ways I didn't use the polystyrene bowl. And actually the speed this is felting up, I don't think it would be any quicker really trying to make this all stick onto the polystyrene rather than bringing it together into just full felt. I don't think the polystyrene would have speeded this up. But kits seem to feel that they have to add them, so who knows? Okay, right, this is starting to smooth out a bit. I'm not sure that it's screaming fox to me, but that's my fault, not the kit's fault. But we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to call step 2 done-ish. Done-ish, yeah. Step 3. Wrap a small amount of white wool around the tip of the nose and felt to create a snout. Okay, can do. Understand. Happy there. Happy with that direction. A lily tree may be making a dinosaur. Yeah, I know the feeling there, Lily. I'm not feeling fox yet, but let's see. Again, this is not where I would put the colours. For when I'm doing a fox, I would do the top of the nose orange and then sort of felt underneath white, but I'm doing what they say because it's not my fox, it's their fox we're trying to make. But yeah, I understand the directions of wrap the white and felt the white into a snout. That I get. I can't wait to see Lily's dinosaur. If you didn't see last time, Lily's cat looked awesome in the non-cat. Yeah, what color is your foxy dinosaur going to be, Lily? What color are you making your dinosaur? Right, I think we want to make the nose fairly firm now because all that's going to go onto this afterwards is going to be the black bits, the nose and the mouth. So I'm going to try and finish the nose quite well. Quite well. I'm not confident. I don't think this. I don't have a good feeling about this one, but we'll see. The cat worked. I'm not going to lie. The cat worked. So trying to make him quite pointy because foxes are quite pointy. Lily Tree saying, "Do I really want to know the color?" Yes. Well, now I'm guessing it's not a lovely ginger fox then. Um, is it lilac? Or everyone take a guess. What do we think Lily's fox color is going to be? Everyone take a wild guess. Pink. Pink fox would be cool. I'd like a pink fox. Green would blend in with the grass. Okay, look, tell us what color is your fox? Although I've got to stop asking you questions because you're supposed to be felting. You've got to keep up. And for those of you that are new, that are just popping in, Lily Tree is not well. She is a needle felter now because the cat was awesome. But Lily Tree has a channel making wonderful wire wrapped jewelry, so you need to check her out after you've been here. But definitely need to get along and watch Lily's channel. Great work, awesome jewelry. But yeah, not. I don't think it's something I would be any good at doing. Right, it's not screaming blue fox. Also, I didn't guess blue at all. Right, that is not screaming foxiness to me at all. I hope this comes to that. I'm saying this right. If anyone, when I say Serafina, if anyone doesn't know what I'm saying and you needle felt, you need to check out Serafina's tutorials. Her work is amazing. What her tutorials on YouTube didn't exist when I started needle felting, so I had my whole own style. So I'll follow along with some of her tutorials, and it's like I don't want to mention the painter because his history since he's in jail just now, I think, but he would paint things and go, "Can you see what it is yet?" And you would look and go, "There's nothing there," and then finally be like, "Oh wow, where did that come from?" And felting along to Serafina's tutorials are just like that, but felt and talk at the same time. Felt and talk, fam, felt and talk. That basically she'll go, make a ghost shape and make a taco. I'm not even making up these terms. Make a taco shape and make this shape and put them all together and there's a mouse. And you're like, what? So I'm going to trust that this doesn't look, I don't even know what it looks like. It doesn't look like a fox, but it'll come together into foxiness. Or Lily will have an awesome blue dinosaur and I'll have a ginger dinosaur. Eileen, hi there, how are you doing? Right. Okay. So what we have so far, it's really getting quite firm in the center there. So the needle's doing its job. That, okay, Pam, come on. You know that they all look terrible before they look good. What number are we on to? Number 4, build the body by rolling orange wool into a cone shape. We're going to run out of orange wool, I bet you. So we want to make a cone like we did for the cat. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to save a bit for the tail. It doesn't tell us to. Oh yeah, we should have. Oh, of course we're not going to, because we've got brown as well. So we would make an orange fox and a brown fox. So it's okay. We're not going to. Oh, there should be enough orange. Okay, so I'm saving aside a good hank for the tail, and I'm going to roll this to make his body, making it fatter at the bottom and thinner at the top. All right, so something like that, a very fuzzy cone. Okay, and then I'm just going to felt, I'm going to make sure and get the bottom, bringing the bottom in to make it fatter and flatter. And let's see how long this takes to come together. I'm thinking it's going to be fairly quick, because yeah, this needle and fibre combination is working quite well. And if you're new to needle felting, that's don't just buy one thing, and 9 times out of 10 don't go with what's in a kit. Most of it's rubbish. This is good enough. This isn't bad. But yeah, don't just go with a kit or something. Don't just buy one needle. To be honest, with what you're paying, most of the time you're going to have to order online anyway. So with what you're paying with shipping, needles aren't expensive. So rather than buy a needle, it's going to work out more cost effective to buy 2, 3 or 4 different sizes of needles. Buy a little shade pack, a mixed pack of a few different fibers and stuff, and then you'll find out what works for you, because they're really all different. It depends. If you don't have much strength in your hands, you'd maybe want a less stabby needle, so you would stab more with less force. If you like seeing more change for every stab, the coarser the needle, the bigger the barbs on it. Every stab takes a little more effort, but it does a little more work. So you just have to see what works for you. And also, I found if you go too stabby, not only is it taking a bit of effort, which I get wrist pains if I'm felting too much, so that puts a bit of pressure on your body. Strangely enough, just doing this can put pressure on your body. But also, I've found if it's too stabby, then you're actually felting much slower. So it actually comes together much slower than you think. So if you get the right size needle for you and the fibers you're using, then you felt much quicker. So it's a mistake. So many of us just go with what you get to start with, and then you're not happy with it. I mean, I had terrible needles, and I started felting with merino tops and wondered why everything took absolutely forever. Now it takes a long time, but yeah. Okay, so I've got a kind of pear shape. Oh, check with chat. Magdalena Lily Tree. Wow, that color is nice. Yeah, blue's gonna. I'm looking forward to seeing a blue fox. Eileen, the kits are just to catch people to try, I think, because once you're hooked, one kit will not do. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm more than happy with the idea of that with £3 kit. But a lot of the kits are fairly expensive. So if you're going for an expensive kit, you want one that's got a range of things. And I've tried a few kits. I've tried a few kits on here over the years. There's been some really good ones and some all right ones. In fact, none of them have been totally terrible. I've been able to do stuff with all of them. So yeah, they're not that bad. But I've seen some people contact me, like when I was working with Cassandra when we did her dog's head, but a year back now was that, and she'd got a kit for Christmas and she was doing awesome with it, but when she sent off and ordered some proper carded bats, the felting was just so much better instantly. Yeah, Eileen, it's great for a gift idea, really. I think if someone's interested in this, you cannot go wrong with, even if you mess up for £3.99, £2.99. If you mess up for £3, you've still had. I mean, this is going to be at least an hour's worth of playability. We shouldn't say they're play kits, but it is play, isn't it? So you've had at least an hour worth. So it's worth it for that. And it's a good way to get started. I mean, like I say, when I started, me and Mum, we got the book and we both ordered in a kit with the supplies we thought we needed. And it was fairly expensive. So I started, and now my house is covered in wool. So it worked for me, but Mum didn't like it to start with. So if you're spending 20 quid and you don't like it, then it's a waste of money. If you spend 3 quid and you don't like it, you've had an hour's worth of trying something, if that makes sense. I think that's worth it. Okay, pear shape thing. That came out quite easy, and I've got quite a lot of fibre left, so that's pretty cool. Okay, what number are we up to? Up to number 5. Place the head on top of the body and wrap a thin layer of orange wool into the neck and felt to join. Okay, yeah, like that's good enough descriptions. I don't think it really, I left a bit wispy at the top, so it probably doesn't need it, but I will do as I'm told. It's going to be fit. Right, I was gonna I was gonna do my thing, right? I don't know if anyone else who felts does this. When I've got to do one thing, I'll just put the needle in my mouth. But I can't talk to you guys. I can. It's better. It's better if I don't do that. Okay, so this is where you need 16 hands, but I'm going to try and hold that in place and try and wrap that round that. Yeah, it's all good. Once you get it caught, once you get the wool caught, it kind of wraps around pretty well. That's okay. Got to hold it in place and then felting up from the neck into the head and from the neck into the body, and just trying to get them all felted in place. And they're felting on, actually, it's coming together pretty quick. Although, and I think the camera, okay, that's kind of holding. The camera picks it up worse than in real life. You can see that this is quite a stabby needle because the surface is proper pitted looking. It's got lots of divots in it because every time you felt it makes a little divot in it, whereas with a finer needle it would be a little bit smoother. Oh, Eileen, thank you so much. A super chat. Thank you so much. That's really awesome of you. Nobody has to, but I will buy the dogs a little snack. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I think this is sort of joining together pretty well. So I would like to know what these fibres are. I don't think it's a merino because it's working a little bit better than that. Or these are magic needles. These could be magic needles, but it's going pretty good. Going as in it's felting together, it's holding together. That's a shape. Do I think, let's have a vote. Does that look like a fox? I don't think that's a fox, but I should, well, actually looking at the picture, I think I might get there. I think it's going to be not too bad. Now my problem when I'm attaching heads like this is I always put them on slightly squint, so he's kind of leaning to one side a bit. I'm going to try and straighten him up. Or should I straighten him up, or should he have a cute head tilt? Interesting question. Guys, if you let me know what I should do here. Head tilt or straight head? I should actually be checking. Is anyone on the Facebook? If they can check if anyone's posting any pictures or queries. I think at the end of this, if Google Hangouts don't crash, I should be able to share your pictures on Facebook. So if anyone's on, it's going to have to be Pam Duthie's Felting Friends. So if anyone's on that, if you want to put up your pictures of your foxes at any stage you want, and then I'll be able to share them. It looks like an orange big bird. Yeah, it does indeed, doesn't it? That really does. Good call. Now I want to felt the big bird, actually. I think that would be fun. Should do like Jim Henson's creatures. Do like Fraggles. Fraggles would be good. like I've got time for doing lots of different things. But well, we could maybe attempt to do Fraggles live, because I've got more. There's more chance of that failing as well, but I've got time to make a live video of attempting to make something, but I've got so many videos of tutorials of things that I need to make that I don't want to promise I'm going to do a tutorial of something, because I've got a few in planning upstairs already. I've got some ideas that I really want to do, so I don't want to go, oh, we'll do a Fraggle tutorial or something, or a Big Bird tutorial. Lily's losing some faith in the blue dragon fox. Lily, listen to me. Yours will be the only blue dragon fox in the world, so it will be the best blue dragon fox that's ever been made. And the worst, but it'll be the best blue dragon fox in the world. So yeah, totally, it's going to be great. Trust me. Look, we're in this together. I've got a bright orange bright orange big bird, and you've got a blue dragon fox. Oh, come on, a blue dragon fox sounds awesome. It sounds like something that should exist. Eileen, feel a challenge coming on for the group. Yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah. No, good thinking, because that way, if everyone else is being challenged as well, then it's not just me that messes things up. I like the sound of that, because I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, actually, that might be totally fun to make something that we don't know how to make and do it live and see how it works. Because in general, touch wood, right? In general, now I sort of feel I can roughly make anything I want to make, and it generally works. But doing it live is a completely different challenge, and yeah, things would be bound to go totally wrong. Okay, I think his head's kind of relatively firmly on. I don't want to go all the way and make this like rock hard, but at the same time, I don't want to make him too. I don't want to make him look rubbish. I want to. I want to try and give him a chance. Eileen puppets. Oh yes. Oh, totally. I wanted a puppet when I was a kid. I bought one when I was an adult. But yeah, string puppets. That would be so cool. I'm just trying. Would have to attach the joints like teddy bears with like dental floss or something. But we could totally do puppets. Needle felted puppets. Yeah. Oh, that would be a project. That would be a fun project to do together. I'm up for yeah. Right now, if someone could just buy me some extra hours in the day, or less time procrastinating messing about on Facebook, that would probably give me the time to do these. But yeah, puppet theme. Oh, what a good idea. I'm totally up for that. And I think we could hook Rosanny into that with her paper mache wonderful creatures as well. I'm so into that idea. Oh, Scrap and Palette Man, hello there. Hi, I was just about to sit down and watch your latest video, and then I realised I was running out of time and I had to go live. But yeah, Scrap and Palette Man, for those who haven't seen, I think as we mentioned in a live stream before, he's a womble. He goes around collecting rubbish from other people, turns junk into treasure, getting scrap things and making them into money, recycling and all the good stuff. But his videos are awesome. Just like seriously, just driving around his neighborhood and finding the stuff that people want to throw away. If you tried it around here, the stuff would be revolting. And also, I think it's illegal to go through people's rubbish. Or if it's not illegal, people would still try and shoot you or something. But anyway, oh, speaking of weird things, random story time. A friend of mine lives not that far away from here, but she's out. She's got a bit of land. They've kind of got a farm. I was gonna say she's not got animals. She's got quite a lot of animals now. She's got chickens and dogs. But they've got a big long driveway and then a whole lot of land around them. And the other night, she discovered someone had put out some like red and black striped tape outside the front of their house at the end of their driveway. And then when she looked down the back of the house, they've got some like barns at the back of the house, and then there's some trees. And someone through the bushes and the trees had cut a man-sized gap in the trees at the back of her house, which is really creepy, but also totally weird because the only way to get through to there without coming down her driveway, but they would have to walk through like miles of fields. So why someone would do that? But quite rightly, she's freaking out. It's like really scary. But well, probably more scary for anyone who tries to do anything because she's got a small dog and a giant dog, a load of attack chicken, and the crazy husband. So they'll be okay, but it's kind of freaky still. What the police have reckoned that it might be people thinking about hare coursing, wanting to come in with their dogs and chase hare, because there is hare on the field, which is, I was going to say it's illegal in the UK. There's funny laws on it, but if they have the landowner's permission, which is her, then it would be better. They could just ask. Now, Scrap and Pallet Man saying in the UK it's not allowed. Yeah, it's. I can understand that, but I think it's sad because I think what you do is awesome. It's making a living for you, but also recycling and saving the planet, which is awesome too. Right, I'm not right. We're going for the head tilt because he's decided upon it. I'm not seeing Fox at all here yet. Let's see. Okay. So we've done step 5. We're on to 6. Lay thin layers of white wool across the fox and needle to attach. Narrow the white belly towards the neck. Right. Okay, yeah. So we're just making a. I'll point out on the fox. So we're just making a kind of pear shape on his belly, just making a white belly for him. Let's try and not think of clever words because I can't do clever words. Wendy, yours looks like mine. Oh, right. That's either because I'm giving such great directions on how to do this wrong, or this is how the kit turns out. So hopefully this means that we're doing well together. So I'm following the written instructions. I can see on the picture that they do actually have white coming up the neck. So I'll see right up to the jaw. So I'll see if they tell us to do that or we're just supposed to guess that from the picture. But okay, I'm doing just now. So, but Wendy, I'm happy. If yours looks like mine, then we're either doing something right or we're doing something wrong together. How much of a white? He's got quite a lot of white belly. So let's quite a lot of white belly. Anytime I'm adding white to the belly, things like this, I want to give them an extra fat belly. I love doing that. Why is it animals are so cute with a fat belly, but humans not so much? Eileen, see you later. This fluff is taking forever to felt onto his belly. Everything else went so quick, but the fluff just seems very flyaway. I want to read ahead. Don't read ahead. Just read the instructions as they're given us. I think the instructions haven't been bad. It was just the head bit. I think I would have preferred a little more direction on how to make the snout. If they wanted us to do a kind of make a little tube, if they wanted us to add more to make fat cheeks, I would have liked that. And a little diagram would have been so awesome. I mean, just looking at the picture. But I think people will be able to make something following these directions and given this kit, I think. But I wouldn't have minded just a little teeny bit more direction. Okay, it's not smooth, but we've got a belly on. we has a belly. Please, right. Pray to the gods of needle felting that this turns together into a fox at the end. Right, I want to straighten his head. I'm not liking the squint head. It's not working for me. So I'm just going to encourage his head back up a bit. We'll see. And I would at this stage now totally be wanting to switch to a less stabby needle, because this is really, it's not smoothing out all that well. It's still giving some pretty pokey holes with every poke. But it's felt super quick, really. So okay, I get the idea. Put a fairly robust needle in so people aren't sitting for like 4 hours on their very first project. That, yeah, it might not look as great as you want it to look at the finish, but at least you get an idea that you can make something, if that makes any kind of sense. I, I think it's probably about the right size needle, although it's the wrong needle for me. But it's doing the job. There. But anyway, I think we're more than halfway through the instructions. It's just going to be the fiddly details really to come. So we've done a white belly. Okay, part 7 is wrap orange wool around a length of chenille stem. This will become the tail. Felt well, wrap a little white wool around the tip and felt again, bend and felt it into place. Okay, where did the chenille, there it is, pipe cleaner. Now, because we're supposed to make two stuck in the, oh wow, it got really caught up. Because we're supposed to make 2 foxes, I'm guessing this needs to become 2 tails. So I'm going to cut it in half. And, ooh, although it doesn't say to, but we kind of have to if you want to make 2 foxes. And I'm going to use up most of the red that I've got left, because I'm not sure. Well, I'll save a bit more. Okay, so I'm going to use about this much red and save this much just in case we need it for anything else, because I'm not reading ahead. What a kind of chunky tail. Foxes have pretty impressive tails. And I'll just check, because I always take it for granted that the animals that we have in our country are nothing special and the animals everywhere else are totally exotic and wonderful. But do you have foxes where you live? Do you see foxes very often? And what colour are they? Because I know there's different colours of foxes now. Here we have red foxes, and yeah, I see them pretty often. In fact, oh, it's a bit of a pain in the backside. Towards autumn, after when the fox babies are grown, pretty fully grown, they're obviously a bit lonely. So I've got a park right outside my house now. It's a very, very small park, but I walk there at night for the dogs to get a pee, because it's all lit. It's totally safe. So I walk there for the dog's last toilet break, and the little young foxes are obviously really lonely, and they'll come out and try and walk with us, which is great. Apart from, my dogs don't see foxes as dog creatures. Oh, Lily, how long's this chenille? Right, I will measure this half piece, or I forget you're not using the kit. Okay, so what I've got left is 5 centimeters. So it was 10 centimeters of chenille, and you want to make it 5 for the tail. Yeah. Yeah, so these foxes are trying to walk with me, and they're like playing about like 6 foot in front of me, and my dogs are trying like bonkers to get at the foxes. Now, they wouldn't hurt them, but they want to chase them. And in the middle of the night in the pitch black, I don't want my 2 dogs chasing foxes. So the walk is not the most fun when you've got a teenage fox going, play with me, and they'll dart like right in front of us. They'll walk at the side, and I think they're just having a great time teasing the dogs. Okay, it also said to add a bit of white right at the end. Wendy, where you live, there's desert foxes. Oh, fantastic. They're about the size of a chihuahua with fluffy tails. Oh, that sounds so cool. Do they have giant ears as well? I think I've seen pictures of that. They sound so cute. The foxes the size of chihuahuas. That's gorgeous. Because foxes around here are about the size of my dogs. So that's about, well, I've not weighed them, but about 10 kilos. The size of a 10-kilo dog, which, well, my dogs are sort of the size of trying to think, what are they actually the size of? They're the kind of the size of a spaniel, but more dainty. If that makes sense. Spaniels are long with short, kind of thickish legs, whereas mine are mine are the size and shape of a fox, to be honest. But that doesn't explain what size a fox is. If yeah, you know what I mean. Yes, they do have the giant ears. Wendy, that sounds adorable. I've only seen pictures of them. This is exactly what I mean. Is like what I see as normal are foxes and hedgehogs. I've never seen a hedgehog, but you know, all these things are kind of boring normal animals, and where you where you live is your normal animals. I'm sure they're not boring. They do sound adorable, but yeah, it's all exotic stuff when it's not where you are. I mean, I had a friend who grew up in South Africa, and their boring Sunday day out was to go on safari. And I'm just like, how can going on safari be a boring thing to do to pass time on a Sunday? But you know, that was their thing. So yeah, but desert foxes sound good. It's really weird. The tail felted up really nicely, but getting the white tip, it is just not wanting to felt well together at all. I don't know why. I mean, I'm complaining, right? This is just because I'm on camera talking to you guys. I wouldn't even notice this was taking a long time. If I was felting, I would have. If I was, I'm felting. If I was just felting myself, I would have the telly on. I would be binge watching something stupid, and I wouldn't notice the extra 2 minutes this has taken. But because I'm aware everybody's watching, and it's my job to try and be entertaining, because I'm aware of this, it just seems like this is taking forever to get like to be firm. And it's yeah, and the tail is actually taking on a bizarre lumpy shape as well. But it's getting there. Immediately I dropped the thing. Yeah, so the tail's getting there, but we have, as I said, it's wrapped in orange and then it's wrapped with white on the tip. And I think it just said attach the. I don't want to attach to the body yet. It's. I feel this white bit just feels quite. In fact, wow, yeah, it's elongated itself. The chenille finishes there. It's been stretching itself while I've been felting, so I'm going to felt down into it to get it get it to behave itself. So yeah, this is a fibre that likes to spread out a bit, and also the chenille, because this is um, man-made sparkly stuff. It doesn't seem to stick as much as the fluffy the pipe cleaners that I use is this. I don't know what kind of material it is, but it's a softer material, and the fleece sticks to it a little bit better, if that makes sense. Right, so where's everybody with their foxes just now? Are they, do we have, what should we have so far? We should have a head with a snout with a white bit on it, attached to a body with a white belly, and a loose tail with a white tip. That's hopefully where we should be. And it just says to attach, bend the finished tail around the base of the body and felt in place. So I'm going to go from a tail should come out where a tail happens. So I'm going to felt that into his bum. Try and do that quite firmly, because again it's expanded off the end of the chenille, so I'm felting down to hopefully get less loose fluff, less wiggly, and more chenille stem. But I think he's going to have a giant tail. Lily has a blob and another blob. Right, I'm not letting you be mean about yourself, because you complained all the way through the cat as well, and your cat was awesome. To be fair, I'm complaining my way through this as well. Oh boy. But yeah, I have a blob and another blob with a, I can't even call that a tail. Yeah, there's a bird dog. Yeah, it's not looking. Look. Have faith. These will all come together, and we'll have a load of awesome foxes. You can see I have total confidence in this. Or seriously, Lily, it's a blue blob. You can make it a dragon easily. I mean, you could make this a dragon type thing pretty easily, putting like, yeah, this would be awesome, putting spikes down it and giving it tiny wings and stuff. I think that would be cute. It would be better than what it's looking like just now. And the head tilt thing is still it's still got a squint head, right? Why don't you like me, little? It's just looking at me and it looks so sad. That's probably because I've been sticking needles in it for the past hour. Okay, tails on as good as I'm gonna go with. So, right, which way round? So the tail wraps round that way in the pictures. So I'm going to wrap the tail round that way. Oh, and it's actually, in the pictures, it does wrap round and come nearly to the center of his belly. So all that stretching, it's kind of worked into the right shape. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to felt this into the body a little bit. Not so that it's smooth, but just so it holds its shape, because otherwise it just pings out. And in the picture, show you guys the picture again. In the picture, focus camera. In the picture, the tail, which is quite a bit fatter than mine, they do seem to have quite a lot of fibre left over, and his body seems a lot longer than mine. And yeah, it's mine's looking nothing like that, but the tail is attached, is right into the body. So I'm going to come right into the body and felt it in. So it's kind of a cute idea, him like sitting there with his tail all wrapped around him. He has no legs, so we've got no more extra fiddly bits. Just the face features to go. This is where it's either all going to come together and look amazing, or I'm betting B, where it's going to look and everyone's going to say nice things, but it's going to look terrible. And I'm going to be humiliated live on air. Possibly not humiliated. And Lily will complain about her blob and another blob, and it'll look awesome like last time. But I think I've figured out this time, famous last words, I think I've figured out that I should be able to screen share. So if you guys, when we're finished, if you share what you have on the Facebook page and you want me to share it, then I should be able to show the pictures this time. I wasn't able to last time. So fingers crossed. Right, okay. The tail felted on. The camera's overexposing that, but okay, look, from there down, it looks okay. Unfortunately, from there up, not so much. But yes, so we have something. Sitting on his little pat. Oh, he even sits. Good fox, good sit. There we go. Right. So head, body, tail, all in place. This is getting to be something. Oh, okay. So number 8. We need some orange wool for the ear, so I'm glad I saved some. Use small pieces of orange wool and felt around 3 sides to create triangles. Leave fibres at the bottom unfelted. Yep. A little black wool to darken the tips and inner ears. The tips and inner ears, or inner ears. This is where we need the picture. Okay, the picture, it looks like they just cover the entirety of the ears in black. So yeah, but anyway, position the ears. Okay, so it's saying, right, I'm going to make the ears like a normal, not insane person so that I don't actually stab myself on air. So I'm going to take what I've got left of the orange, what I saved, and I'm going to try and split it into 2. I'm just restacking it so I can get them all at the same length. That's just pulling it apart and sitting it on top of each other, and then that gives me sort of an even lump of what's left of the fibre. I'm terrible at splitting things actually in half, but we'll try this roughly in half. And I'm going to try and use the pad because these are very little and I've already stabbed myself too many times. So I'm going to try and just make a little triangle onto the pad. I'm just kind of felting in a triangle shape and tucking in some ends, and it's making a triangle. Well, it's going to take a bit of felting to get this to be anything decent, because it's going to be so fine because I didn't leave myself much. But that's, I was going to say, that's on me. It doesn't tell you how much of anything to use, which could be a kind of problem. I'm making 2 ears, obviously. So I could have run out if I hadn't thought to leave some behind, but I don't think it's a massive deal because at the end of the day, the picture, it looks like the ears are black anyway. Right, so what I'm going to do, so I've got 2 kind of triangle shapes, and I'm just going to put black on the top of these triangles and felt that in the pad. I know, me using a foam pad, but it's nice and small, so I can use it, and it's the main reason I'm using this so I can talk to the camera and stuff, because at the size of these I can totally do this by myself without a pad, but I can't talk and do this without a pad. It's a little more dangerous. So let's not have felting injuries today. It's actually quite a nice little pad for anyone that uses felting pads. I bet you it will fall apart in about 3 uses, but it's good enough. Right. So I've put more of the black at the top, and hopefully it will blend down a little bit. And I'm just going to felt this, trying to make the edges of the ears. Can I show you guys? Trying to make these as least fuzzy as I can and trying to drag the black down a little bit. I don't know what they meant by the tips and the inner ear, because that would sound, that sounds to me like it would be orange on the outside and black in the middle. But is that how everyone else understands that, how it says? But I think it's going to look better with orange down, with orange up the middle and black down the sides. Right. Now's the trick to see how good the pad is. I'm going to try and peel this off and turn it over. And oh yeah, there's no real bits of the pad coming off in this, and they came off quite easy. Yeah, so a little more felting on the other side, and I'll add some more because obviously the other side is more orange, so I'm going to add some more black to that side too. And I'll probably get bored and stop using the pad soon, but I am not an expert on foam pads. Yes, I have. Hold on. This is my original foam pad. This is over 10 years old, and I use it as I'm not even going to call it a needle store anymore. It's a place where needles go to die when they're broken. I put them in there pretty much. So this is my very ancient foam pad. Oh, it's disgusting. It's picked up a lot of fibers. Yeah. The only things I do have on it that I use is kind of, this is where I keep my reverse needles. But the rest, these are all pretty much dead needles now. It's a store for dead. It's a store for dead things. Nine's Catudio. Am I saying that right? Is that a cat studio? Catudio. Good morning, but good to see you here. But have I done a single live stream ever where I haven't been able to say the name of somebody visiting? I am terrible at this. But anyway, so good morning. Yeah, I think, did a few people the clock's changed in some countries. I don't think ours changed till next week, maybe. I'm losing track because if the clock's changed next week, I should be thinking that this is kind of spring, but it snowed yesterday, so it doesn't feel spring-like at all. I know I've got a cheek to talk. Some places have got like proper snow, but we had a bit of snow. And I always think of March usually has like a nice sort of warm spell to it. And we haven't had that. It's been cold and horrible. So I can't think of the clocks changing and it being spring. It still feels like winter. Right. These ears are still looking very fuzzy. Yeah, as I predicted, they're coming off the pad because I'm much better at felting quickly, not on the pad. So let's just pray I don't stab myself too badly to end up swearing on camera. Let's watch for not having that. I got the Catudio right. It's a cat studio. Also, I love that. The sound of that sounds brilliant. It's a cat studio. Fab. And mum saying it's 2 weeks time for us changing our clocks. All right, because usually the clocks change at Asylum. That's my friend's club that I help at. It's not where I go drinking and partying. I'm helping at the club. That's the truth. Yeah. So usually the clocks change at the same time as the club. So is that? I thought the club was next week. Maybe it's in 2 weeks. But yeah, that means I have to answer hundreds of questions of people going, do we get an hour extra? Do we get an hour less? And just like, no, there's no change. You don't get anything different at the club because the clocks change at, officially I think they change at 3 in the morning. Oh, 2 weeks times the third. I'm sure the club. Yeah, it must be 2 weeks till the club. Yeah, excellent. I've got an extra week I didn't know about this month. Hey, so March is going to last a little bit longer than I thought. Cool. Okay, so we could get some nice spring-like weather in the next 2 weeks. That makes more sense. That's cool. Right. Okay, the ears looking less fuzzy. Not great. I think they're going to be far too big for the head. I think I used far too much. 2 a.m. Yeah, I knew it was right. 2 a.m. not 3 a.m. The clocks change, but so spring forwards. So 2 a.m. becomes 3 a.m. There we go. Susan, what's a reverse needle? Right. A reverse felting needle is basically what it says on the tin, but it sounds confusing. So a normal felting needle, the barbs mean when I felt down into something, or when I felt the needle through, it takes fibers from this side and takes them through to the other side. It felt fibers down in the direction of the needle. A reverse felting needle, the barbs on the needle are in the total opposite direction, so they point up the way. So when you felt your needle into the fibre, nothing happens. But when you lift it out, the barbs catch the fibre and they pull it up, which means you can get a kind of fuzzy surface on a finished piece, or if you have a piece that has a different color underneath and you felted a top coat of another color over the top, when you put the reverse needle in, it can pull out the underneath color and have it show through the top if that was a style, if that was something you wanted. It just gives different effects. On the scale that I work, I find it easier if I want to blend, like you could blend colors together by bringing through one color onto the other, and then you felt back down, and then you bring through some more color and felt back down. But I find to blend colors, it's just as easy with a regular needle felting through from the other side and stuff. But it just gives you an extra effect. It's fun. They brought them out, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Every now and again, something new comes out. So 5 or 6 years ago, they came out with a reverse needle. For me, it's a bit of a gimmick. Some people do really great with them. But yeah, it's like it says on the tin that it's the reverse, that the barbs are reversed. Yeah, so strange to work with, but I've used them occasionally, but I find it more gimmicky. But yeah, every now and again, of course, of course, the course of time, they do bring out new ones. I think the twist needle's the newest, latest one, and that's just where they take a normal needle and they've twisted it so that the barbs are all round the place rather than just in the three flat edges. And I do like my twist needle, so that's not too much of a gimmick. But I'm sure they'll think up something new next time. Right, how we're kind of getting there with the ears, and it does just say to affix them to the head, so I'm just going to affix them to the head. And I'm going to have to affix them to the head with the cockeyed look that he's got. So this is a fiddly bit. I'll try and not go quiet, but I'm probably going to end up going quiet here. Trying to pop his ears on, and I'm just lining them up kind of with the inside edge of the ear, roughly about where the center, or just to the side of where I've made his eye, so I can roughly line them up. It won't work. I'm always squint with these things, but that's my thinking, and I'm just trying to carefully felt this ear on without stabbing myself. I think stabbing's likely, but right from the back, that looks foxy from the back. So I've made something that can work from the back at least. Yeah. But I think fox, the combination of black and red and white does work really well to make something look foxy. So I'm hopeful this might come together at the last second. We'll see. But the ears at this, they're pretty fiddly to get on just now. So anyone who's doing this, obviously be careful. I am a professional. And by professional, it means I've stabbed myself so much that my fingers are like leather. But I don't even know how you would do this on a felting cushion that would be less fiddly. All I can think of is it would be way more fiddly, so no idea. Anyway, one ear on, kind of on. I would spend a lot more time felting this, but I don't want to go too quick, so those of you that are joining in can't keep up. But at the same time, for those of you that are watching, I don't want you to sit and watch me for like 12 hours going, oh, just the final wee bit just to get this right. So we'll see. But I'm a little more hopeful. He's looking better. And yeah, my ears aren't the same size at all, but we'll try and con that into looking a little more by felting more the bigger one. I can't do anything the same size. Like they say with eyebrows, those sisters, not twins. They've got to look similar. I really like the back of him now. I like how the back's looking. Okay, Lily, if you've done in blue, what colour is the accents? Are you doing white and black, or do we have different colours here? I'm trying to think. Blue, kind of purple tips to the ears would be nice, and maybe a pink chest. What other? Or could do totally crazy clashing colours. What colours does everyone think? Everyone. It's too late now because Lily must have already added these colours. But what colours to go on a blue fox? What colours do you think his chest and his ears and everything should be? Okay, I said I would put his ears on squint, and that's not working out squint at all. So the head's squint and the ears aren't. This is a rather annoying young fox. And I think his ears are looking more mouse ears. Excuse me. But yes, kind of. Okay, I was happy with it, and now I'm unhappy. It looks like a fox-coloured mouse. Lily's got white and black. I'm not totally crazy. It's not crazy. It's imaginative. White and black works as well. Purple and pink would have been awesome. Just saying. So if anybody who's watching along later wants to make a blue, purple, and pink fox, I would totally love to see that. There we go. There's our challenge. Not for me, but for anyone else who wants to make a blue, purple, and pink fox. So the main body of him blue, the tips of his ears purple, and his chest and nose pink. And I think he'll look nothing like a fox. But it sounds cute. And these ears are super fiddly. They're just meh. Okay, so this is where this fibre was really nice for making the big pieces, but I'm not so in love with it for making the little pieces. My thinking is it really wants to felt down really, really little to be dense, and that would just make everything way too fiddly. So yeah, that's my thinking. It's good fibre to start with, but I don't think I like it for your little ear pieces, the little fiddly bits. But that's just me whinging. Probably most people wouldn't like the fibres I use. I do things difficultly. And also quite often, especially for things like ears, it's more important to get the colour right than it is to get something that's nice to felt with. So I just complain and whinge rather than using a nice fibre. Oh, we seem to have got his head back on one side. There we go. I think I like him from the back. I think he looks awesome from the back. Not sure about the front yet though, but okay, we'll get there. Come on, little fox. I'm just those of you who are felting along, I know Wendy and Lily were felting along. I can't remember if anyone else was. If you let me know where you're up to, do you need me to speed up or slow down or anything? One day we'll try and be brave. Like Lily, right? One day we'll try and be brave because I believe you can do Google Hangouts with more than one person at a time. We'll do that, and then I'll be able to see what you're doing real time. And then that would be a way because I've been trying to bully you into live streaming. That would be a total way to bully you. All right. But yes, where are we up to? What have we got? Are we nearly ready to add? I think we're just going to have eyes and noses. Wendy's right with you. Awesome. This is really cool. You guys are getting up to good speed for felting as well. Because when I first did a felt along, everyone's like, slow down, slow down. So it's really cool that you're up there with the speed. That's cool. That makes it much easier. Um, okay. Um, Lily, you may not want to see me doing this. Okay, everybody, that's not a no though. She didn't say no. You notice that? This could be a way that I could con all you people with YouTube channels that are totally against, not against, but totally nervous about live streaming. I could force you to live stream. That's a good idea. Could make you live stream here. Right, okay, Lily's ears are on. Wendy's with me. So, what are we on? We've done the ears. We're number 9. We've only got 2 steps left, guys. Roll tiny pieces of black wool into balls for eyes. Place one on the end of the needle, insert into the face. Needle, I like the way they explain that. Needle gently to attach, but not too much or the eye could disappear inside the face. Yep. Oh, and repeat with an even smaller amount of white to add the detail to the eye. Awesome. Right. So, gonna that's my knee that just appeared to hold this here. I'm just trying to find a way to balance everything. So I want to try and make 2. How little are the eyes? The eyes are fairly big. Camera focus. The eyes are fairly big in the picture. So I'm going to try roll 2 balls of black into sort of that size. And well, we'll see how this turns out, but generally I can't get to the same size to start with. Yeah, that's not even close. So I make more than 2 and then pick the 2 that are the closest because it's only tiny bits of black. Yeah, so those two are the closest. So I've got 2 bits of black and then 2 smaller bits of white. So just taking a wee pinch, rolling it, and if you roll it tightly between your fingers, just the heat from your fingers, and if you've got sweaty hands, I didn't say that, but the heat from your fingers almost starts to felt it slightly, which makes it less likely to go right the way through into your piece. I can tell already that's not going to be the same size. We'll see. Nope, it's not. But yeah, there's my top tip for getting 2 bowls the same size is to make lots. Keep making more until you've got 2 the same size rather than trying to make 2 the same size. Okay, those 2 are about the same size. So I've got 2 specks of black and 2 specks of white, and I'm gonna, as it says, pick up put a bowl on the needle and then pop it into where you felted the dents for eyes. And I felted mine in, they just happened to come in slightly lower than in their picture, but actually I think slightly lower is better. But stick your eyes in an eye position. And they're actually filling up the dent that I've made for the eyes. So I'm going to felt that a little more because I quite liked the eyes being a little bit deeper. But actually, okay, he looks a bit derpy. And the camera is actually picking up the bits in the ears where the red's poking through. That doesn't show up half as much in real life. So it actually looks better in real life, which is strange. But yeah, I'm just felting that into the head a little bit because it did say the eyes are in a little bit. Okay, and then the white, and I always put the white up when he's facing me, up and to the left. I've no idea why, it's just where I like those little bits of white. This is going to be kind of fiddly, and oh, these aren't that tiny bits of white. That needle, right, I've felted everything quite firmly now, so the needle's struggling to go into the face, but I'll fight through. I'm going to use the equipment they give us. I'm not going to cheat and use my own, because so often when I'm following a kit and I'm trying to review a kit and then I'll just go, no, I hate that, and just use my own stuff. Okay, yeah, so if you felted the eyes really firmly and you rolled the white ball really firmly, this needle is struggling to get in there. Is anyone else having that problem, or is it just me? So it's not going all the way through, it's just not going in at all. Oh my goodness, wow. Okay, I'm actually a little concerned that I'm going to break the needle trying to do this. I would go for a much finer needle for fine details, but it's on. Fox is now giving us side eye by the looks of things. It looks quite a bit worried, but that's on. I'm just gonna, now I've slightly deformed the head trying to do that, so I'm just gonna quickly go around and finish that up a little bit better. He's looking a bit weird. Now, I don't, yeah, part 10 is just telling us about the nose and the mouth, but on the diagram, on the picture, can you see the difference with where the white is compared to what they've told us to do? And I want that fox. So I'm going to add some more white just around, as you can see, just coming back under the chin, just around like that and down, because that looks more foxy to me. So I'm not following what they say, I'm following what they showed us, because it does say follow the pictures as well. So I'm going to take a little strip of white along under the chin and come out a little bit to some kind of cheeks. I just think that'll be a little bit nicer and tie it all together a bit better. Because I'm not cheating, that's the diagram. That's the picture that they give us. They don't give us diagrams. So I might have just misunderstood what they were talking about for the where to put the white when they described it, because it's harder to describe things than it is to show them. So any kit should have pictures, lots of pictures. Yeah, I'm not sure that's actually improved or not now, but that's what I wanted. So I'm adding a bit of white. And then we're totally nearly there. I'm going to freak everyone out by reading the next lines while felting here, but add a third ball of black. I shouldn't have thrown away that. Oh, I've still got it. Excellent. That third ball of black says add a third ball of black wool to the tip of the snout. To finish, roll just a few fibres into a thin line and gently place as the mouth. Felt in place as the mouth. Okay, so we are nearly there. So I might as well do that bit because I found. So, yay for doing the extra pieces. The bigger bit of eye that I didn't want, I'm going to pop that onto the end of his nose as his wee snout. Oh, that's cute. Actually, do I want to? I mean, they've done the thin line for their mouth and they've made them look sad. I'm not sure. Right. You guys tell me when I get this on because the nose just fell off. Do you think I should add a mouth or not? I think they just sometimes have a cute expression. I'll show you. I'm just going to felt it better. I'm not sure if I want to add a mouth or not. Excuse me. It could help, it might not. Let me know. Mouth or no mouth? Or just finish up because he looks like he's got a beard because I've not made the white felted enough. I'm just going to tidy up the white on the face while you guys make that decision for me. This is cool. I don't have to make all the decisions. I can just ask you guys and you can tell me whether I should do something. Patty, hi there. Patty says no to the mouth. Cool, cool, cool. I think that's where I'm leaning. When I put the nose on, I was just like, that's kind of cute, and it's not showing up as cute as it on camera now, which is annoying. But it's actually okay. It's not the best fox I've ever made, but it's a fox. I can see it's a fox now, so I'm happy with that. I kind of wish Wendy's doing a mouth because foxes look like they're smiling. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, because what they've done here, they're going the opposite of smiling. It's turned down. But yeah, so that's why I thought I don't want them to look sad. But yeah, a smiley mouth is a good idea. But I think after all my whinging, I think this is going to look like a fox. Well, I think it is looking like a fox. Yeah, but I just had the thought there. One thing that I love when I'm making red foxes is how the legs work. And in the cat kit, we did legs. And I really think the fox could have done legs because it super finishes. Have I got enough? I have enough for the red. I'll just show you quickly what I mean. Sorry, fox, I'll come back to you. So you could, with a bit of the chenille, if you just wrapped it down in the red almost all the way, and then when you come in with a wee bit of black, okay, I've not put enough black because I'm hurrying because I just had this idea and I'm like, you totally should do this. And when you felt these, you sort of felt a lot between the black and the red area, so that blends. I'm going to try and show you this. So the way the black and the red blends together, I think just makes things look foxy. Or you can, well, I usually do it a kind of brown and red. And I'm not going to make two of these. I'm just quickly doing this. Nine's catty. I can't say it now. Kitty. Oh, I said it. Let's just rewind. Go back to where I said it. I'll try and make a cat with a smiling face, kind of like a Yorkshire cat looks like a fox and smiles like a Cheshire cat. Oh, that sounds so cute. Well, the kits, we did do a cat a couple of weeks ago, and I've done a whole load of cats actually because needle felting cats is the hardest. Everybody struggles with cats pretty much. So we've done a lot of cats on this channel. But yeah, I love the looks like a fox and smiles like a Cheshire cat. That I have to see. That sounds so cool. Right, this is not blending in the 4 seconds I've got. But what I mean is if you felt down the red with your needle and then you felt up the black. Right, I'm going to do this because I'm giving you guys time to finish yours and get photos up on Pam Duthie's Felting Friends because I want to see them before we finish. I'm not letting anyone go till I see what you've created. So on Pam Duthie's Felting Friends on Facebook, I'll go over there in a minute or so, but I just wanted to do this because I think this would have made the kit super excellent if they'd done this. Like I said, they did the 2 legs on the cat, and literally all they would have needed to do was add a little bit extra of the pipe cleaner. But I think it just gives it an extra foxy look. Possibly not do them quite as skinny as this, but I was just being quick. But you could make little foxy paws, just like they did with the cat. And I think that would have finished him off. It's like super cute. That I love the way the black and the red goes together. If you guys see what I mean there, so you can totally do that as a little addition to your fox. Does that looks really cute? I really like that actually. I'm tempted. So yeah, if you took two 5 centimeter bits of pipe cleaner, wound red, wound black, felt, then and obviously stick them in and stick 2 of them in. The legs could start from wherever you like, but yeah, that's just an idea. I think for me, that's that combination of the black and the red sort of makes a fox to me. But I'm relatively happy with this. I'm going to stab all over this a little bit more, and then we'll head over to Facebook. If you guys are finished, take a wee snip, let us share it. The Catudio have to go through a journey through my videos. Oh, thank you. Anything to do with cats is of super interest. Well, when I think it was November, we did a whole series of cats. I probably have a playlist on cats. I'm doing some more just now, but just because cats are so difficult to felt, so we made made lots of different types of cats, like Pusheen the cartoon cats, and yeah. It was a great fun few weeks making lots of cats. I liked doing a theme. Might do that again. Doing our puppets. Yeah, the puppets theme. That's gotta happen. Okay, guys, don't let me forget the puppet idea. Right. But I think, right, last minute he came together and he's not the best fox. His head's cocked to one side. I just ran with that. But I think it worked. Should we sit him on his little felting cushion? I wonder if he still sits. Yeah, he even still sits. There we go. He's got a bit of character. I don't utterly hate him. So let's look and see if I can get Facebook, and then I'll see if I can get us screen sharing once I've done that. So guys, I'm hoping for lots of pictures when I come here. No, I hope you guys have had a chance and we can share, but I'm just opening up my Facebook just now. Oh wow. Right, if you're not on Pam Duthie's Felting Friends, Jean's just put up another one of her alpaca llamas. I can't remember which they are. It's awesome. Oh my goodness. And Eileen, I'm just sorry, Lily's trying to get her picture up. Sorry, there's some awesome things over there just now. Right, I'm not going to show all of these things. Right. I think Lily's put up her picture. Okay, right. How do I screen share? Screen share your entire screen. Okay, put away that. And here is Lily's fox. I think he is very fox-like. Okay, everyone let me know what you think. I think he is awesomely fox-like. He's brilliant. A blue fox is exactly what you said. But great job, because, I mean, how long have you been needle felting? I think you did awesome. He is super cute. I love the color. I'm in love with the blue. In fact, I think he would make a perfect little boyfriend for my little red fox here. I don't know if you can see, I'm still felting. I can't stop just felting away at them all. But yeah, super job. Yay. Cool. Okay. Right. Can I, if I just hit stop, does that come back? That comes back to me. Awesome. Cool. Right. So if anyone else is done and wants to share and sticks them up, just let me know. We'll be, oh, I just lost my screen again. We'll be live for the next couple of minutes or so if you want to get a picture up. And thank you so much, Lily, for sharing. That was so cool. Well, yeah, he does. He looks like a blue basil brush. Absolutely. See, Lily? And I know Lily's from the UK, so you have to know who Basil Brush is. I'm not going to do the bum bum. But yeah, you have to know who Basil Brush is. Wendy thinks she posted. Awesome. Hang on, I'll see if I can find it and then I'll put it up. Come on, Facebook. Yeah, I think Blue Foxy was awesome. Oh, Wendy. Oh, awesome. Hang on. Right. Wendy's is up. Wendy's is fantastic. I am rubbish at technology, but we'll get there. Screen share the screen, hide away that. Right, Wendy's fox. He's not weird. She's saying my weird fox. I think he's awesome and much better color than I've got. And you've got the smile spot on. That's so good. And the tail. You did a much better job with a tail than me. That's brilliant. You had more fibre to play with than me. I nearly ran out of the red. He is fab. I love him. His little smile is absolutely perfect. And I think, can we see it better in that pic? Yeah. And the blending, you got the black round with the ear is absolutely perfect. I mean, mine's a rushed mess, but you felt it at the same speed. You guys all felt it at the same speed as me and did way better. So I am super impressed. Hopefully, is that back to me? That's back to me. Yeah. What have I done? Right. Cool. Yeah, everybody, super good. Really well done. Actually, I'm proper impressed. But yeah, Lily, they do feel like they should have legs. But I've shown you legs, super easy to make. I mean, you don't even have to fit. Right. I've got enough red left to do this. So let's do this thing. Well, I said it. You don't even need to actually felt it much. So taking another piece of pipe cleaner. They're not going to be even, but I'm just determined now. You said that he should have legs. So I'm just quickly wrapping up some more. I think it's going to, yeah, it's going to use all my red that I've got left. And okay, that's good enough. And then a little bit of black. Black's going all fluffy on me. I mean, none of the rest of you are actually using the kit, so you don't know my pain. You don't know my pain here with the fibers being, well, no, okay, they're good fibers. It's just I'm rushing and not doing everything right. But I just want to give them really super. Wendy used leftover wool from the Serafina Fox kit, so you had perfect fox stuff. Fantastic. I've heard really good things about Serafina's fibers. I've never used it because it seems all her kits, people in the UK have said when they've ordered it, they've ended up getting hit for quite a lot of customs prices, so it works out really pricey to ship it over. But I've been told that it's really good quality. Okay, so you could make little legs and add little legs, which I think does kind of finish them off. But I don't know. Part of me said I do like it sort of just like that as well. Anyway, Foxy's done. We did it. Thank you guys so much for joining in though. That makes it so much better. It's like, right, I've never, people talk about workshops and, you know, like classes and things, and I've never felt it with anybody in my life before, and I have now with these felt alongs. So that's really cool. It's like we've got a group. So so yeah, that's kind of cool. Like there's no one I know in my area that felt, but we all felt together. So thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for the super chat there. You guys, that's nobody has to, but I totally appreciate it. Or the dogs will appreciate it. I'm gonna go and get them something nice. But yeah, hi Paul. High five Paul. Thank you for joining us, and for everybody else. So many crafty talents here. Yeah, so right. So many people here have such skills. Like Lily, you've got to check out Lily's channel. Everybody's so awesome. And yeah, you have to give it a try. Look, it's going to look terrible. You've just seen I was sitting there going, this looks terrible. This looks terrible. Oh, it worked. But guys, yeah, thank you so much. I think, oh wow, we've nearly done a 2-hour stream and I'm starving for my tea now. But thank you so much for joining in. It's been epic. I'll have to think of something good to do next week. But thank you for joining, and I'll see you next time.